Hello, everybody, and welcome to Keep Tappin' X Talks About Another Movie.
Let's go!
Here with the hearts are iron and the Wakandas are forever. I'm Colby, joined here by Blake.
Me.
And Ashley.
Me.
What movie did we see?
Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever.
That's it. Yeah.
Hot off the presses.
Yes, we just saw it. We ran to Blake's house. We didn't take cars.
Yeah.
And we took our winged feet. I thought they were boots. I thought they were going to be boots, but I didn't realize that.
Like the,
Like not Hermes. Yeah, it is Hermes.
It is Hermes. That's what I said.
I didn't
Do a
realize
flip.
they were connected to his ankles for Namor, so good on him.
they're like the Pegasus boots in
They're Hermes
Ocarina of Time.
boots.
No, the hover boots.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't seen one of our reviews of any, Marvel or movie related thing, we're just gonna go right through the whole plot. Full spoilers.
Full spoilers.
I think before that though,
Spoilers forever.
we'll give a very quick one sentence, spoiler-free review.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Ashley goes first.
Ashley goes
Oh
first.
God. Okay.
Got him.
Noses.
It was a good memoriam of Chadwick. It was quite sad, and it was good.
It was good. Blake.
Good movie forever.
Boonga boonga. Wakanda Forever is the best thing Marvel has put out in the past 4 years.
4.
Yeah, I threw that number out.
Spider-Man.
Ah, shit.
Also, that
Competes.
includes Infinity War and Endgame.
Was that 4 years ago?
Yes.
I think it's better. I think it might be better than Endgame, maybe.
Oh, that's bold.
Maybe.
You heard it here for her.
Damn.
Maybe.
You heard it here first.
Let me come back to that at the
Colby
end of
has
this
the
the
same
review.
bad opinions as Brian. But we'll get into it.
I
Alright.
wouldn't say Far From Home's the greatest, but okay.
Ooh. all right. Well, let's throw into it. Let's throw this
Yeah.
full spoiler.
Full
review.
spoilers.
So, how did this movie start? It
Cold
was
open.
It
so
was
sad.
T'Challa sick.
Oh
Or they didn't,
yeah,
of
and
course
she's,
show it, but
she's in the lab trying to
setting
cure
up
him.
his death.
She wants to, make a new plant to help him, and he croaks. Yeah, he's done. And then we have a beautiful funeral scene.
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning. Which brings me to my first point. The music in this movie's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
agree.
All the way through.
The soundtrack in the first movie was good too.
Oh my god,
It
the
was.
soundtrack is really good.
I think this one was even better though. I think.
They use a lot of Kendrick Lamar again, right?
Oh.
I don't think so for this one.
No.
It was Rihanna.
That was Rihanna.
Rihanna came with a new
Rihanna
single.
song.
I think
for
this
me.
one leaned even harder into the traditional African.
Yeah. It was a lot of oohs and whoop.
Yeah,
They-
whether Kendrick was affiliated with that, I'm not sure, but
They did the same for the first soundtrack too, but I see what
yeah.
you're saying.
I say
yeah.
more so in this one.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
I mean, it helps that this movie's longer, right? So I got to hear more, right? And then my second point
What?
is I think costume design is amazing for
gorgeous.
this, best in the entire MCU.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah, it was
beautiful.
good.
I think everybody looked great,
Mm-hmm.
and I just couldn't stop looking at everyone's outfits and being
Yeah,
like,
like
"This
that,
is
like
awesome."
Zora ass costume.
Dude, yeah,
the
everybody
end,
looked
yeah.
great. I think, I think oddly enough, the most boring attire was probably Namor, except when he was on his throne and he had like the serpent god helm, like
Yeah.
crown, like that looked awesome. He looked so cool.
But even like the warrior attire of the, let's see, we're calling them the Talokans, right?
Oh, head like,
well, like
the console dude. No,
The fish people.
oh
well, I'm saying like they
yeah.
had.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Yeah.
They had like Aztec or like Mesoamerican or indigenous like inspired garbs on, and I thought that was cool.
Yeah, absolutely. That's like really strong theming with the visuals of this movie. Anyway, yeah. So we got the cold open of he passes away. They're sad. They have the funeral scene, very touching. I think after that is when we have the vibranium in the ocean.
Yeah. About the funeral scene. At one point, his like casket gets like up into like the ship. Where does it go?
I wonder, where do you think they put it?
You think they like launched it into space?
Well, I had like a mini prediction as the movie went on, which I think would have been really strong if like a lot of different cultures, they put him at sea.
Yeah, like
and then at some point, like
something?
towards the end, Namor was like, "Oh, you want to like fuck with me?" And then like pulled out his fucking casket and like slammed it down.
Dude,
that would be awful.
But how awesome would that have been if they saw that and then like, you know, like basically imagine if like all the Wakandans were losing, you know, getting pushed to the brink, whatever, and then he's like, "I'm a fucking dick." This would make Namor like completely. Like you could not redeem him if you did this, right? But if they were leaning towards then, he like whips out their coffin, and the Wakandans are like,
I could see them doing that if like Chadwick didn't die and they just decided to kill off the character.
Yeah. Right. Oh, even then, I don't know. I think they could have done it either way, but they use it as a tool of like, you know, this is his legacy, even you know throughout. Not to say they didn't do that anyway. I'm just saying.
It's very hard to actually touch upon like a fictional death about someone who actually died.
Yeah, really. Yeah. I mean, I've never seen that done before.
You don't want to be disrespectful, so I'm glad they didn't do that.
Yeah, before the water scene. So anyways, after the funeral scene, they had the whole, like the world is like, you gotta share your vibranium, the United Nations stuff. Like, come on. You know, we're not going to do anything bad with it. Parlez-vous français? And then Wakanda's like, nah. Queen's great in this movie. Can we agree that she's...
Angela Bassett never...
I think in the last movie, very weak.
Well, yeah.
And this
she
movie...
didn't have much of a role.
I mean, I'm going to say right now, this movie is in every single conceivable way better than the first movie. In every way. The visuals, the theming, the characters, the conflict. I think everything's better. I can't think of a single thing better in that first movie.
The first movie had T'Challa, which was nice.
This one had T'Challa,
I guess. Technically.
I don't know if
It might be recency bias, but I'm also somebody who was in the camp that didn't really like the first Black Panther movie. I thought it was like a 5 out of 10, like solid.
Really?
I thought it was fine. There's nothing really memorable about it. It just didn't do anything for me personally. So this movie though did a lot. I think that this movie was, you know, as we did on, we'll talk more about why I liked it so much. But yeah, so United Nations are like, nah, we didn't do nothing. Like, oh really? Bring in the soldiers. You know, essentially Wakanda's calling out everybody saying, we're not going to give you anything. Lo and behold, secret operation in the middle of the ocean. Oh man, they're looking for vibranium. They got a little scanning, you know, a little QR code scanner for the ocean for vibranium.
Yeah, that was weird. Thanks, Riri.
Yeah, yeah. And the Nemorians. What are they called again?
The fish folk.
Is it? Am I saying it right? The Talokans?
I don't know. I don't.
The fishmen.
I don't remember what
women.
they called their people.
The fishy
but
fish.
the place itself is...
Talokan.
The
can we just call them? Yeah, can we just call them the Avatar people?
The
like
fish sticks.
The fish sticks.
Fish sticks. Okay.
Yeah, the fish sticks were like, no, and did their siren song.
It reminded me of like that meme with the throat singing. It was like,
what?
Tovin
like if you look up like
singing?
the Easter egg, the Easter Island head.
It's called Tovin throat singing.
Tovin throat singing.
I'll pull it up. Keep going.
Yeah. So anyway, that's when we get our first, I guess our second action scene over there. But you know, Namor pops up, throws a helicopter.
They destroy them all.
They just kill a bunch of everybody. They just kill like a few dozen humans.
I like how they're kind of like mermaids in that you know they compel the semen or whatever to kill themselves. Yeah. It
was cool because you could like, it's cool because that does a subtle world building where it's like, oh, those legends were true, but it wasn't like a mermaid. It was, you know, that's pretty interesting. What happens immediately after that?
I'm gonna pause you right there. Here we go.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened from the sea. They were entranced. They were like, beautiful. I will say this is a long movie.
2 hours.
That's why it's
and
kind of hard.
41 minutes.
That's why it's hard for me to piece it together, like in our conventional way.
A lot of stuff happened.
Yeah, it's like saying like, oh, do Endgame, like from beginning to end, like beat by beat, right after you saw it. It's actually like really hard.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to remember what happened after this. They have to find the girl.
Yeah. No.
Oh, yes. The mother brings her
and the daughter.
The daughter
went to the beach.
Yes, at night, and then to have that conversation of like, oh, if you burn the clothing in mourning, that finishes the mourning period. It was a year later.
So I want right before Fishman showed up, she was like, I have to tell you something about T'Challa. Is that connected to the end?
I go to T'Challa.
Yeah.
T'Challa. What? Say that again. Repeat your question.
And she was like, oh, I gotta tell you something about your brother. And then Namor showed up.
Oh, I forgot entirely about that.
I didn't catch that.
Was that related to the end credits scene?
Oh, yeah, because she knew.
Yeah.
Oh, it was 100%.
You're welcome.
I guess that she didn't find out later. I thought that she found out later on
when
she visits Nakia in Hayati.
Was she a character in the first movie?
Nakia?
Yeah.
Yes.
She
had
love
short
interest.
hair. Yeah.
I pieced that together later.
They were very flirty.
And when they're, I just had to confirm because I was like, I don't.
She was good in that movie.
She's so pretty. Can I just say,
She's
Lupita
pretty.
Nyong'o is so beautiful. Ugh. Swooning.
Yeah, they have a very tender moment, kind of setting up the internal conflict of the main character of how to mourn and loss and all that. And Namor just freaking ruins it all. He just comes out of the water like,
hello.
Yeah. And it's just
Here's
like
the magic conch shell.
Yeah, he's like, get the girl. Show me the girl. So get the girl who made the plans that made the whole vibranium detector, and if you don't, it'll be war, and whatever. And then gives him a magic conch shell, and
he gave him the machine.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah. I thought it was weird. He was like, I was listening the whole time. I heard. I was like, listening from where? Inside the ocean? What are you talking about?
I mean,
dude?
he's like a fish stick, so.
Yeah, I guess he can. It was a little weird. I don't know. I thought that was strange.
He's a mutant.
I mean,
Yeah,
I guess that comes with like the vibranium flower powers. Right?
Flower powers.
The second confirmed mutant in the MCU.
Yeah. So now.
Well, second person to call themselves a mutant.
All right.
Her name's Shuri, right?
It's Shuri.
Shuri, thank you.
No,
I'm
Shuri.
You were right.
So Shuri and the general. What's her name?
T'Challa.
Anyway.
Okoye.
Yep. They have to go to America to get the scientists.
America.
America.
South America.
North.
Oh.
Yeah.
Massachusetts. Oh, Massachusetts.
Cambridge.
They have to go to Cambridge to get a character I was very much looking forward to.
Riri Williams.
Riri Williams, who will become Ironheart.
Check out our Disney Plus show sometime next year.
What do you guys think of this entire segment of them getting Riri Williams? Up until like the bridge where the Namorians, the Avatar fish sticks, take, Shuri and Riri.
I liked it.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I like when they were roasting each other.
I thought
ashy ass head looking motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
I think it was the weakest part of the movie.
Wow.
They mentioned like, oh, the Fenty match is good. Her makeup.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
It was funny. I like that. I like those little interactions.
I like how it wasn't like Thor level of comedy. I say comedy in big quotes.
All right,
we don't
this
talk
movie
about
is
that.
way better than Love and Thunder by
Absolutely.
every stretch. Jeez.
No goats.
Yeah.
Not a single goat or meme in this movie.
Very much overkill. But yes, I agree.
Yeah, I thought it was okay. I think my expectations for Riri Williams were really high. I didn't really care for her in this movie. I thought she
She had the suit.
She felt like an NPC. Like I don't
It's a
think
filler
she has.
character.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, she just everything she said nothing resonated with me in any way. She didn't contribute much. Yep.
Sorry, once they left Massachusetts, I didn't really care about her being around as
agree.
much.
They like had to just give her something to do.
Exactly.
Right.
Are you saying you're not gonna watch her Disney Plus series?
I might
on
not.
Disney Plus.
I might not. I mean, I'm
Alright,
not gonna watch
I'll make
most
you watch
of them.
it.
You know. Yeah. Tony Stark built this in a cave with a bunch of straps, but she had a.
And then she was like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, it's Iron Man. I don't know. I can't really put into words why I don't really like her that much. I think maybe it's because they
didn't really flesh her out as much as they probably should have.
Yeah, maybe I'm not being fair. We just haven't seen her a
You're
lot.
not fair.
But yeah, I also think her suit looks big bad Beetleborg. Like
It
I
kind of
didn't like
reminded
it.
me of the suits in Big Hero 6.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what it looks like
Wow.
to me.
Yeah. That really clicks now. It looks a little cartoony.
Yeah.
A little
Yeah.
too sleek and CG almost.
Yeah.
It's
Actually,
really weird.
much looks like Big Hero 6 now.
Yeah. Even the other suits that they made, I think, look kind of lame too.
Like the Zora suits? I thought you liked the suits. The blue thing?
No, those ones are. If that's what you meant. No, I don't like those. It's the normal attire I really liked in this.
That's fair.
In this movie, oddly enough. But anyway, back to
Everyone could be Iron Man.
So, yeah, really, there were 3 Iron Men in this movie.
Iron Woman.
Dun, 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 dun. Also, good Marvel title thing at the very beginning for going back. It was all Chadwick.
Oh, yeah.
I
That
think-
had me
and
in
it
like
was
the
silent.
first 10 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
I was crying.
They did that for Black Widow as well. I
Mm.
think. But I think they used a different one. I don't think they recycled the same one.
Gotcha. It's
And-
just
and
all
then-
black.
and
Just
then-
all Black Widow. Like,
And then
what's going on?
then the Nirvana cover happened.
Oh my god, I hate that movie. So essentially, like, let's get Riri. They get her. However, both Shuri and Riri get taken back to. I already forgot the name of the place.
Fish Stick Land.
Fish Stick Land. And this is where we get Namor's backstory.
Yeah.
Which is, what do you think of that? What do you think of Namor?
I like him.
I already said this, but I did think it was cool how I was expecting them to have like Latino heritage, but they actually made them like Mesoamerican, indigenous to land, and they showed like the Spanish colonizers.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool. But it was interesting. I was confused as to why some people were blue and some of them weren't. And it was, do they turn blue when they get out of the water?
I think that's 100% it.
But except Namor.
Yeah, because he's a half.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
he's
okay.
He's a
mutant.
mud
He's
blood.
a mud blood.
That makes sense now.
Yeah.
I was thinking
I
about
thought of
that.
it because that only hit me later on, like before the final battle.
Right.
when-
I thought like maybe like, okay, first generation are blue only. But
yeah.
then-
It dawned
I
on me
don't know.
when he was sitting down and he was giving the whole like we'll go to war speech or whatever. I was like, wait a
And
minute.
there were
why
no
aren't-
blue people.
Yeah, like I didn't even realize it before. Like when they went through the city, I didn't realize none of them were blue. But
Right.
then I was like, oh wait, hold on. Oh, it must be a air
Mhm.
thing or something. I
Yeah.
don't know. I thought the city was really cool, but
Very Bioshocky.
yeah. I don't know how it functions though. Right? It seems like they went 100% for like the awe factor, but not so much the how do you live here kind of thing.
I mean, they are fish people, so they can just like. It's not like they
It's
sleep
weird,
on a
right?
bed.
Maybe I'm expecting too much from it, but like it wasn't like I
How do
leaned
they
over to Blake when they were
build?
playing that ball game, which is straight up ripped from Road to El Dorado. I don't know if anybody knew that, which is probably like a real game in like that era, right? Or that it inspired from. I don't know, but I was like, man, this place looks boring as shit, dude. I would
I wanna
never want to live.
move.
Yeah, this place looks miserable. But it was really pretty. It was cool. But yeah, Namor's cool.
Yeah.
I thought his his backstory, his motivation made sense. He's a dick in the comics. Like he's a complete asshole from what I recall. He's part of the Illuminati. And he's always like, everyone's like, all right, I think we're okay with this plan. And he's like, no, my people don't want this. And like, Namor, just come on, dude.
Really?
Are you a part of this?
Yeah.
He definitely seemed just like a merciful guy, but then of course, like he's like a douchebag.
Yeah. He did. I think he really, he went hard when he probably shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Like, he freaked out a little bit.
Right.
So, okay, what happened after that? They rescue.
Well, previously, we were also introduced to the Hobbit Man.
Oh, yeah. Did he do anything in this movie?
No.
Wow, I don't think he did.
Well, he possibly called off war between the Americans and the Wakandans.
Yeah, and he let
not much.
what's her face know that the whites were upset and were blaming
Julia
Wakanda.
Louis-Dreyfus,
Yeah, but otherwise, wow.
And then Seinfeld lady my Valentine
Yeah, my
Elaine?
Valentine.
was like, yo, I'm your divorced wife,
Yeah, it's a weird pull there.
and then you're under arrest.
Yeah. Send in the thunderbolts.
I was wondering, because since he got arrested, I'm pretty sure he was in the trailer for Secret Invasion. So I don't know.
Well, they got him. Yeah, he really didn't do anything in this movie.
No.
Wow, that's funny. Okay.
They just had to show the favorite colonizer.
Did he? Okay, no. He did one thing in this movie that he led them to Riri. He had the information.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the one thing he contributed.
Right.
Okay, fair.
Good for him.
He showed up a little too much after, I guess, but
Yeah.
it's fine. So,
We did miss that we did see Nakia. Queen went to Hayati.
oh yeah, she's the one who rescued
And they're
Shuri
like
and
a
Riri.
cozy.
Also, like, Koza.
Yeah, cozy.
They rescued Shuri and Riri
Like it was nothing.
no problem. There was no security.
Yeah.
I guess they were banking on the fact that they can't be found. So I guess why have heavy security?
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
And they also pulled Namor out because he wasn't around.
Right, they distracted him.
How is it that Okoye couldn't kill the fish sticks in Cambridge with her weapons?
They never explained that.
Nakia did.
Well, she
Yeah.
had a sonic wave gun
But still, you would think that
Gun
both are made from
beats
vibranium. So
spear
I don't understand.
every time.
Yeah, also
They healed from it though.
Yeah.
They healed from her stabs and whatever.
in the final battle, those people were dying left and right.
Right.
And to normal jabronis. What was happening?
They used extra vibranium. I don't understand.
Yeah, they hit harder. They just swung
Okay.
their spears harder, I guess. So they are rescued, and then Namor was like, and then he attacks Capital City. I'm sure I'm missing stuff, but we're just gonna go right through. We don't need a 2-hour review. He attacks Capital City. Everybody's like, oh no. And,
People got fucked
yeah,
up.
and above all, the Queen dies. I wasn't really expecting that.
Yeah.
I did not foresee her taking the L in this movie.
Yeah,
for sure.
Dude, it worked really well though, because I was like, man, sure he's having a rough time. Oh my god, just
Yeah.
kick her while she's down. Jeez, which I think was powerful. I think it was good.
Yeah.
I think Shuri, I think I might like her more than T'Challa by the end of this.
Really?
She's a shithead.
Huh?
Like her actress.
Well, that's the actress,
I know,
not the character.
Yeah, the same thing of T'Challa wasn't really that interesting, but Chadwick is an interesting person. I think it's the reverse for this. I don't think T'Challa was that interesting.
I like T'Challa.
I think T'Challa was most interesting in Civil War, and then in his own movie Black Panther 1, I think he kind of downgraded.
I agree. He had more motivation in Civil War.
Well, yeah,
and stuff.
also the scene, exactly, fighting through that anger of avenging his father, and then sitting down next to Wormtongue, whatever his
Wormtongue?
Zemo? There you go,
Zemo?
Zemo, and that scene was really
Wormtail?
powerful. Yeah,
I
Wormtail.
think I kind of disagree because I actually liked his growth in Black Panther in the first movie.
That's
you know,
fair.
and especially coming to terms with how this father and his whole ancestry saw the world, and like they had to protect the world from vibranium and keep it from them, and then like overcoming that and actually sharing it and opening up Wakanda to the world. But that's a Black Panther review.
You also gotta remember, Colby only watched the movie once.
Very true.
It's true.
And it was in 2018.
Yes.
True.
Oh, no, 20. Wait, I can tell you.
I think it was 2018.
Yeah, it was.
Yep, it's true.
But
It's
anyways,
true.
I digress.
So, they get rescued. Queen dies. Grief period. Help me out.
She wants to replicate the flower
Yeah.
Yes.
using her bracelet
Yeah.
that she got from Namor.
Yeah, because she was previously unable to do so.
Right. Yeah, they
Because
couldn't
of
replicate the plant.
Killmonger and his mean booty.
His mean booty.
He burned everything in the first movie.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Indijak.
But
Of course she did.
I only saw it once in 2018.
Don't you remember?
So, yeah, she wants to replicate it. Riri wants to make an Iron Man suit. They get the gang back together.
Yeah. It should be noted that Namor was like, in 1 week, I'm gonna fuck y'all up.
Did he say that? He
Yeah.
said something at the end, but I didn't hear him. So that all happened in 1 week. Okay, it's man.
I don't think. I'm pretty sure it was 1 week, not 1 month. Yeah, it was definitely
1
1
week.
week. Yeah.
He just like an arbitrary 16 days.
In 10 days, I'm gonna hold a tournament.
I have perfect. That was a cool sequence of her, the montage scene of everybody doing their thing. I thought it was pretty cool. I really liked. I forgot her name again. The general.
Okoye.
She's awesome. I love her.
Denai Guerrera.
Yeah,
She's no
Rira.
longer a general.
She's so badass.
I
I
love
loved
her,
during
yeah.
the car chasing scene, whatever, when she stuck the spear
Mhm.
inside the car and drove to like fuck up the police. Like it was so
Yeah.
cool. I just love her confidence and
She's badass.
yeah, like spear fighting is so cool and she makes it look cool. So props to that.
I love Michonne. Walking Dead. No. Sorry.
Yeah.
That is her.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot all about that.
Mm-hmm.
From a
Don't you
katana.
remember?
to
There
a
were
spear.
zombies,
Yeah,
and she was
yeah.
like,
Yeah, she was zombie forever.
Yeah.
So
So she replicates the thing.
yes, thank you.
It works, and she's like, I can drink the purple shit now.
Yeah, the
hell-
Ivan ooze.
Yeah.
And she drinks it. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna speak to my ancestors. You know, I'll
Ask-
talk to T'Challa,
Yeah,
talk
the
to my
hologram.
mom." Yeah.
Dad, everybody.
And then we have like one of the best scenes I think in the movie.
Yeah.
Such a cool scene where it's not T'Challa.
Indijaka.
It's Creed.
It's yeah, it's Killmonger
Mm-hmm.
being like,
He's back.
I think it's really interesting they decided to do that route of like her, like what she's inheriting, like where her mind is going is the same route he is, right? Like those parallels between those two characters. Because she's way more like him, even in the first movie. Like her ambitions, her lack of tradition, right? Like or ambition towards tradition is so more aligned with Killmonger than it is with anyone else in her family.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
He
Like,
gives her a choice. Are you gonna follow your brother's footsteps, or are you gonna be like me?
yeah. It's awesome. And she's like, oh. And it's time for the final battle.
Yeah,
Skipping
on a boat.
things. Yeah, they get a big boat.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go to them.
Yeah, this is the second or third time where I'm like, man, Wakanda's a small ass army. They got like 200.
I mean, they got like
people.
murked
Yeah, you're
3
right.
times already.
Yeah, they're. I really want to
Their
like the
numbers are
Wakanda
dwindling.
army, but they just keep getting jobbed. Like these poor guys.
They didn't sign up to face fish sticks.
They've
Yeah.
got like 5 different tribes. So
Yeah.
It's true. They have the final battle.
well, they find out how to defeat or weaken Namor, and
Right.
they have to dehydrate him.
Kind of like in
Yeah.
the SpongeBob SquarePants movie when SpongeBob and Patrick are on the
The heat lamp?
table.
Mm-hmm.
and they're.
That's what they did to him.
Yeah.
They put him on a heat lamp.
Yeah, and he starts singing.
Shell City. I'm a goof.
Yeah.
They should have just covered him in salt or something.
Yeah, like a slug or the slug mine.
Can you imagine, like, he gets in that little ship, the heat's on him, and then, like, he's in piles of salt. He's like, what's going on?
It's actually not a bad idea.
That would have worked.
Just wait for the Namor movie they'll make.
That's what you do with fish.
Like,
Yeah.
and, you know,
It'll be a Disney Plus
the big,
show. I'm sure.
exactly. The villain's gonna be like, shake salt at him. He's like,
Oh.
no, please, sodium. So they fight.
Oh yeah, Shuri's Black Panther now.
Oh yeah, sure, he's Black Panther.
It worked.
Yeah, it worked. GG.
There was a lot of rumors going in that there would be multiple Black Panthers because it's like, that's Wakanda Forever. Everyone can be Black Panther, but the answer is everyone can be Iron Man.
Yes.
That's what we got from this movie.
Yeah, they made 3 Iron Man suits essentially, and none of them look cool.
No.
I don't think the other ones were fine. I don't think they look bad.
I didn't like how it
blue
looked
ones.
when like Okoye, like her like mask like you know, and then but you still got like the
back.
back part kind of looks silly.
I just get like an instant image when I saw that. I don't know if you ever played StarCraft, but
Yeah, oh yeah,
Kerrigan
absolutely.
looks like Kerrigan.
Damn, good pull.
Because the
Absolutely.
hair and everything. Oh yeah, I think it looks
queen
kind
of
of
the
funny.
swamp.
Yeah.
Swamp forever. Yeah. I like the I think what it was with Riri's suit is I liked every part but like the face.
Yeah.
That's what really, because it looked too CG.
Yeah.
It really good.
I
But
agree.
like I liked the cannon arms look. Like that looked pretty sick.
Big Year 6, I'm telling you, Big Year 6.
Yeah, big year, exactly. Fucking BMO, what's his name?
BMO.
Baymax?
Baymax. Baymax.
Betamax.
Beta.
I mean, like, come on.
Dude, 100%.
It's even red.
So they have their final confrontation, and cool stuff happens. Really gruesome stabbing.
People are getting fucked
Oh yeah.
up.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Like
are.
after like the Wakanda folks started falling in the water, and the fish sticks were just like stabbed.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm sure there'll be great peace after that. Like,
Yeah.
damn, dude.
Can I just go back real quick?
Yeah, we're going back.
Do you think that like the Big Hero 6 things was intentional? Because you know that they like had a Big Hero 6 Easter egg in one of the Iron Man movies. And it was like very quick, but it might have not even been Iron Man. It was maybe
I
like
think
Civil War or something.
Riri would be at the age where Big Hero 6 would have resonated.
I'm probably
with her.
reaching, but
Sure, 100%. But that's fine.
But just because I wish I knew the movie off the top of my head. It might have been like Civil War or something, but it was when Jarvis. No, I think it was Age of Ultron, because Jarvis couldn't be used for his AI suit anymore, and then he went to Friday, and Tony's actually looking through his like floppy disks of all the AIs, and you see like them labeled and named, and one of them is Tadashi, and that is a character homage to Big Hero 6, because he created Baymax.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So and people called that out and everything. So I was just wondering. I'm totally reaching,
I think
it's funny.
Yeah. You're reaching, but I like it.
But now my mind is just like,
I would like to point out that I keep forgetting her name. The T'Challa love interest lady.
Nakia.
She was fighting with the rings, kind of like what's her face in Big Hero 6.
Is it Honey Lemon?
No,
Honey Lemon.
Go.
Is it Goku?
I think that's her name. Yeah.
I'm just saying. Big Hero 6.
What we're doing right now, we're making like a Watch Mojo like top Easter eggs in Wakanda Forever. Number 10. Did you know they're fans of Big Hero 6 in Wakanda?
I mean, that movie slaps.
I mean, they mentioned like 3 different other movies.
I think it is Gogo. Yeah.
Riri Williams. She mentioned like, it's like that one movie and the other movie.
Disney owns movies, guys. We own them all.
No, she's like, it's like Indiana Jones.
Oh, yes.
Something else.
Oh, for the clothing thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Princess Leia.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Princess Leia.
Indiana Jones.
We own these properties.
Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
She was like, and like that white girl in Indiana Jones. I'm like, there's like 3 of them who fit that same exact description of being, So they have the fight. We have a good fight between the Black Panther and Namor.
They're at the desert now.
Yeah, they're on like the beach coast desert looking thing.
She slices one of his Hermes wings.
Yeah, that was.
I was like, ooh.
Yeah, that looked like it hurt. But he like impales her.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I was like, well, the spirit of the Black Panther dies today.
Yeah, I was like, she's dead, right? There's like, no. How do you get out of this?
They got whatever vibranium BS technology that they have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
patch that up, no big
she
deal.
does a really funny thing right after, though. I remember looking at Blake when it happened, where like she pulls herself off of the spear. It's gross. It's whatever. And she's like struggling towards him. It shows him. And then she does like a corkscrew flip in front of him. I was like,
That was funny.
what?
Like, you could have just like stabbed him or something, or like
The land of it was kind of awkward.
yeah, you look.
Because you hear it. You hear like a little flop.
Yeah, I was like, why did you just like turn him around? Why did you just run around him?
You probably could just power walk.
I feel like if anyone else did that, like, you would have passed out from pain. You would flip like, ugh.
Concuss yourself, yeah.
almost out the water.
Was there, in the first Black Panther movie, was there a reference to him having, like, I know he lost his powers for most of it, but, like, hyper healing abilities, like Wolverine style?
I don't know if it's that fast. Like, I don't think it's hyper regeneration.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure
I
he
would
had
assume
some
that their
sort.
metabolism and therefore
Yeah.
healing is
Yeah.
faster.
That was a
'Cause they're
little much
strong.
for her, though, because she was, like, hanging off of that ship, like, fully,
Yeah,
like,
it's
great
gotta be.
posture.
Yeah.
I should understand there wasn't, like, because it shows her stomach and there's no wound. I can definitely make the assumption that the suit sealed the hole in the suit.
Yeah,
But,
but she's
you know.
still like leaking out. Like,
Yeah,
"Ah!"
there's just blood pooling at the bottom of her, like, feet. Like, Wakanda forever.
I think of like the super serum abilities are kind of like the Slayer and like Buffy, where like it's like heightened strength and then like they heighten like healing and all
Yeah,
that.
but it's
so,
like slightly
yeah.
more heightened when the plot needs it, right? You
Right.
know?
It fits the writing for sure.
This leads to one nitpick I had in the movie.
Here we go.
Ready? I think the Wakanda Forever line was kind of weird. The placement of it. She's like, Wakanda Forever! And like, fucks up Namor.
Dude, that was I was so like caught off guard. She's like,
Did you think? Yeah,
and then like explodes. Like
it was weird, right?
Like, did she set off an explosive? Did she know that?
It was
did
like
she
the
time it.
it was
like
like
that?
the engine to the machine, but like,
Yeah.
It was like a voice activated thing where
Oh,
it would
okay.
destruct. Yeah.
but that's a weird like. Do you have to say that every time you want to start the engine?
Maybe it was
Wakanda
with like
Forever.
the beads in her
Maybe.
suit, and you have to
I
do
think
the.
they could have clarified that a little
Yeah.
more. But I also think, like, from when you think about the title of the movie, Wakanda Forever, and what that represents for the themes of the movie itself, it's very, it's about legacy, it's about tradition, it's about that positive message behind the movie. It's really weird to then tie it to, Wakanda Forever, murdering this dude in absolute cold blood. Because, she didn't have the mindset at this point of, I want peace. It's, I'm going to murder this guy. So that's just a super nitpick of, I thought this was going to come at the end of the movie. I thought it was going to be schmaltzy. Like,
I mean, she also said it when she was like on the ship.
Yeah.
She was like, Wakanda Forever!
Right. Yeah.
I think it's with the gesture. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But it was a cool fight
Yeah.
between her and him. It was pretty
It
interesting.
really showed that like she can't fight.
Yes.
Well, she didn't train all her life to be a fighter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I
Exactly.
mean.
Yeah, the suit did most of the work.
Oh, I also like how her Black Panther suit had those like sonic things
Yeah.
that she had.
In the
The
first
blasters.
movie.
Yeah.
I remember
Uh-huh.
that.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yep.
I like that.
So she ends up sparing him.
And she also, I don't know if you caught, kind of revises T'Challa's words from Civil War.
Ooh.
So I don't know if you remember when he's about to kill Zemo.
Yep.
He says, I have been consumed by vengeance, as you have, or something like that. And he says, like, I'm done letting it consume me. And she kind of, like, paraphrases.
Yeah.
So
she was there as well.
Oh.
Did you imagine he's like saying it to her, like, yeah, and then I had the new worm tongue over.
Worm tongue.
Like, vengeance, and she's like, that's cool. I'll use that later.
Consumed by vengeance.
That was a cool line though.
Wakanda Forever.
So everything's hunky dory. She decides not to be queen.
Yeah.
You know, she's like, nah, I'm just gonna be the Black Panther. I'm not gonna be queen.
Does that mean M'Baku is the king?
He was awesome.
Of Wakanda?
I love him.
M'Baku.
Dude,
He's so fun.
he got mollywopped.
He did.
He was like, "It's the fish man," and then he's like, "Wah!" and he got punched.
Yeah,
I thought it was like he got like punched through the friggin' like fucking.
I thought so too, but then you see his his
Yeah.
armor.
Yeah, it's a good thing they had that moment of him going like, "Oh,"
Yeah.
because if he didn't, I'd be like, "Oh, he's dead."
Yeah.
There's no way anybody lives
You
through
bold demon.
that. Yeah, you bold the demon. Yeah, everything's good. The mid-credits scene.
Yeah. The movie ends with Shuri not taking her like plane or expensive flying machines to where what's her face
Haiti,
is,
yeah.
and like hitchhiking there.
Yeah, essentially, yeah, just like getting a ride from the locals over there, which is really cool. I liked how they showed her give the driver like money.
Yeah.
You know, like she's just a cool person.
Spits on him.
Merci.
So yeah, I think the mid-credit scene, this actually might be.
We're not there yet, Colby. First, she sits at the beach, and we get the final montage.
Oh yeah, that's
Chadwick,
right.
which was sad.
It
It
was
was
sad.
just like no, it was like no music.
It was
just
really
like-
good,
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah. Because it opened and ended with tributes to Chadwick, which was nice.
I think this movie has the most heart of any Marvel movie. They just say, you know,
Black Widow.
my heart wanted to stop
Yeah.
during that movie. Can't believe I saw that movie multiple times.
Well, that's on you, man. You've seen it more than me. I've only seen it once.
You saw a movie multiple times.
I know, no, because I was at it was part of a double feature at the drive-in, and they held Shang-Chi hostage with Black Widow, because you had to watch Black Widow first and then Shang-Chi. Which, again, I also saw Shang-Chi for the second time, because that movie's good. I like
Shang-Chi,
Shang-Chi.
I love Shang-Chi,
The movie's
yeah.
fun. Go watch our review that we don't have of Shang-Chi.
I'm sure we talked about it on a random.
Go watch
Dokkan
Dokkan
video.
episode 479. So, yeah, so we have that heartfelt, you know, really high note, I think, to end the movie on.
Right.
To hit that credits scene. Like, once it went to the white screen or black screen, whatever, for the credits, I was like, please don't do the credits. End it right here. And they did. Oh, phew. And then at the mid-credits scene, which I think was awful. I did not like this mid-credits scene. It's the only credits scene, too.
Yeah.
I think
What didn't you like about it?
I'm gonna choose to, when I remember this movie, I'm gonna choose to leave this part out of my memory, because they had to bombard you with contrivance after contrivance, and then, you know, it's okay, and then here's the rest of the heart to it. It's like, wow, you really just threw a lot at me to just get this tiny little point out. So T'Challa has a son.
Right.
I think the excuses they gave for hiding him were dumb. Nonsensical. His whole arc in the first movie is like learning to embrace and learn what it means to respect your culture. And you just want to hide your son from your entire culture? Because the throne's dangerous. Like, no, the throne is only dangerous like this one time.
Yeah, that was interesting. Especially if people were to find out eventually who that kid is.
Yeah.
Then you would arguably be in more danger because he's not protected.
Yeah, right. You know?
But maybe that's for another movie or something like that.
Yeah, it just felt like a big ass pull. I think it was like the biggest ass pull from it. I don't know. What did you guys think of that?
Okay, I'll Ashley go first because I have some thoughts.
I think it was fine. I didn't mind it. I thought it was a nice thing that, you know, like he's has a legacy to at least, you know, live on. But also I think it meant more for Shuri too, that like in a way it was like a piece of her brother is still there. So I that's all I saw into it.
Sure.
So that's
what
it really did for me. So I didn't mind it.
It makes sense because all they're doing in this phase is introducing the kids and the
Kid
youngins.
Avengers. You think mini small T'Challa is gonna hang out with Hulk's new son?
Yeah, and Kate Bishop.
Yeah,
Your favorite character.
Yeah, no, please don't.
So all right, I might be an idiot, but this confused me.
Okay.
I had some thoughts about what was happening with this kid being introduced.
I think you're smoking something.
So when it was like, oh, we hit him, blah blah blah, and
They said hit him.
we smacked the shit out of him. And then the kid was like, oh, can you keep secrets? And she was like, yeah. And then he was like, my name is T'Challa. And I was like, does this mean like this is like the reincarnation of our T'Challa?
Mini-me.
I thought, because like now I was like, all right, in X3,
that
Xavier
is
like
not even a part of this
explodes.
universe.
And then in the end credit scene, he like put his self-consciousness into like some dude in a hospital.
Yeah.
When Black Panther, when T'Challa died, did he put his consciousness in a small child? I was like, what does this mean, bro?
We're going back to reaching, I guess.
So then I was like, damn. And then I said that to you, and you were like, me. I was like, oh, Colby thinks the same thing.
Oh my God.
He's Team Blake here, dude. I was like, whoa, this is incredible.
It was a weird line. Maybe I'm reading too much into that last line too. I don't really know what he meant by it. It was a weird line to throw out. Like,
Well,
I guess the name that he was given was his like Haiti name, but his Wakanda name is T'Challa.
Okay.
But I took that as he got reincarnated.
No, that's silly.
No.
That would be. If I didn't like this before, I would hate this if that was it.
it's a secret that he is like basically the heir prince to the throne of Wakanda,
Gotcha.
and he's living in Haiti,
Okay.
and so he has to keep that a secret.
See,
Makes sense.
I like my theory better.
Yeah. He's actually Xavier inside of the little boy in Haiti.
And like obviously that has some implications because of the girl there. If it's T'Challa reincarnated, that can get a little weird.
Sure.
Because he's like 5 years old. Yeah. Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever, if through reincarnation.
Final thoughts, Ashley, go.
I really liked it. It made me cry a couple times. But it was a lot of fun. I would definitely watch it again when it comes on Disney Plus. I'm gonna give it like a 4 out of 5.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
maybe a 3.9.
4 fish sticks out of 5.
4 fish sticks out of 5.
Yeah.
All right, Blake.
So, to quote myself, on February 15th, 2018, I said, #Black Panther was awesome, all caps, 4 exclamation points.
Oh.
I would say Black Panther Wakanda Forever was pretty damn good.
How many exclamation marks?
6.
Whoa,
Yeah.
incredible. Yeah, I think this movie, now that we've gone through the review, not as good as Endgame.
Yeah.
I think though, however,
Better than Spider-Man?
No, but that's cheap.
Better than Shang-Chi?
Yeah.
Shang.
It's better than
No.
Shang.
Shang.
Better
No.
than Shang Chai.
I think it's behind Spider-Man.
I think it's behind
in this
Spider-Man.
phase.
Yeah, I think it's above Multiverse of Madness.
Yes. Yeah.
See, my thing
Sorry,
is, right,
John Krasinski.
with stories, movies, whatever, what I look for more than anything else is theming. Like strong themes, like character driven motivation, stuff like that. That's what I really enjoy. Which is why, like, my initial review, I was like, oh, I kind of like this a little more than Endgame. because I think because it's a more concentrated story, the theme of this movie is really strong. Unfortunately, it took the death of their main actor to be able to write like this. Again, really sad. But they really channeled that into something creative and poignant that I think no other Marvel movie has really been able to achieve. So,
Well
again,
well said.
way better than the first movie in every way. I think this is one of the best movies in this phase. Maybe right behind Spider-Man.
I think it's definitely number 2 at the moment.
Yeah, I would also give it a 4.
4
fish
sticks
sticks.
out of 5.
With an exclamation mark.
It really makes me wonder what the original movie was supposed to be.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I know the director, Brian, insert last name here, like Coolidge.
Coogler.
Koodler. Yeah, okay.
Gesundheit. I know he said recently that he like called Chadwick like
Recently, wow.
yeah, he won't answer his phone.
Oh my god.
We got the Ouija board.
He called him like shortly before like he died to like ask him to read the screenplay of the movie.
Wow.
So like, will we ever find out what happens in that movie? I don't know, probably not.
No, probably.
But I'd be very interested on like how like would the same thing kind of happen, like, minus like obviously the subtraction of T'Challa and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I think you would lose a lot. You would lose a lot from what this movie did.
The big question coming in this movie from me was like, what are they gonna do? Like, I don't know how they're gonna handle this movie, and I think they handled it very well.
Yeah, this is also one of the first times where I've watched anything Marvel and I didn't care about how it fit in the universe because I was so invested with how, again, the themes of it.
It's a good
right?
standalone.
Thunderbolts.
Yeah. The Thunderbolts. I can't wait. Yeah, so which is interesting. I think better than Eternals.
Oh
No.
my god.
Yeah, no. That's my Icarus.
Yeah. Icarus Forever.
I am blocking that movie from my memory.
Thank you for watching or listening to our review of Wakanda Forever over here, Black Panther 2. Pretty positive, and tune in for our next movie. What's the next Marvel movie?
Oh, I don't fucking know, dude.
Is that Ant-Man?
Ant-Man, probably, right?
February. Alright. That deserves a Imambe!
Alright, I'm leaving.
Oh my god, what?